Hey, what's going on? Just wanted to answer a question that I got on the calorie counting video specifically about protein. How do I get this much protein in my diet? Okay, 0.82 grams times my body weight in grams of protein per day is a lot. Well, it is at first, and then it won't be, especially if you start with calorie counting. It's not the end all be all. You don't have to count calories the rest of your life, but it's nice to associate a number to these foods. You can see which foods taste really good and I enjoy eating on a regular basis. That also happen to have a lot of protein and just high nutrient value, and which foods maybe I like eating, but they just don't really offer me much as far as value per calorie, and they don't make me feel full. So I'm going to naturally just kind of want to get rid of those and just focus more on the foods that I do like that have high nutrient value, high protein value. Why is protein so important? Again, because you want to keep your lean muscle, you want to keep that muscle mass. That's why doing strength training, even when you're cutting, and keeping that protein number accurate and high is important to keep that lean body mass, because that muscle is really what's going to drive your calorie burning. That's the number one factor that determines calories. You can eat one meal a day or 17 meals a day. It doesn't matter. That's not going to change your metabolism at all. That's a total myth. It's really about your lean body mass, and there's been studies, some really cool studies done about that. So the protein number is important. Carbs and fats, they take up the rest of the calories after you hit your protein. So it doesn't really matter. You can have 500 grams of carbs. I eat 200 to 300 grams of carbs. It was what works with me. Your body may respond better to 100 grams of carbs and more fat, or vice versa. But you play around with that number and it doesn't matter. The most important thing is hitting that protein number. So you'll start to learn things like, for me, like cottage cheese is great. You get an incredible amount of protein for very little calories. I throw some fruit in there, whatever you want to put in your cottage cheese. I use a lot of blueberries, or you could do peaches or strawberries, whatever you want to do. And you can have that with a bowl of oatmeal, throw a scoop of whey protein in there that's chocolate or vanilla or whatever, and some nuts and maple syrup or something, or whatever you want. So now you've got oatmeal and cottage cheese with fruit. It's super satiating because there's tons of protein. It's all delicious stuff. And you've got like 60 grams of protein in just breakfast. Go ahead and have a burrito, or if you want, if you've already hit a lot of carbs in the morning, do a big salad with seeds and nuts in it, and like grilled skirt steak or grilled chicken, some delicious things. And you're pretty much you're over 100 grams of protein already. You come into dinner and you don't need to like jam. I mean, it's really easy. You just eat what you would normally eat for dinner and you can hit your protein numbers. It's pretty easy. And it's all foods that you enjoy eating. And Greek yogurt is another one that has a lot of nutrient value, protein value for very little calories. Tuna, a can of tuna is like 30 something grams of protein. It's less than 200 calories. It's crazy. So make yourself up a little tuna sandwich or something if you like that, fine. So there's a lot of ways. Enjoy some sushi with lunch, and a couple rolls of sushi. The carbohydrates are good. Again, if you're watching your calories, you're not going to gain weight by eating some carbohydrates or fat. That's total BS. You're just not. So what you are going to do is feel good and happy and satiated, and you're going to eat delicious foods. And because you're eating so much protein, you're going to come to the end of your calories and be like, man, I feel like I just ate like crazy today. I don't feel hungry at all. And that's the goal. That's where you want to get. It'll take some time to get there. And it's, again, figuring out which foods work and have high nutrient value, a lot of bang for the buck when it comes to calories, but you'll get there. And it'll be fun getting there, and you'll enjoy it. And if you're eating less calories than you're burning in a day, and you're doing good on that, you're going to be losing weight. So you'll be even extra excited. So it's something that will happen over time naturally. Cheers.